Okay. I don't know. Let's figure it out.
I'm going the wrong way, I think.
I feel like the only thing effective when it comes to mental health is finally addressing it. And God, you know how long I've been wanting to talk about mental health. And this is the only space where I'm willing to do so freely. Out of the many few spaces and outlets I have in my life, this is the one where I honestly feel the most at peace, and I really want to prioritize that feeling instead of the anxiety that I've been feeling since I woke up. So yeah, I really pray that despite this outfit and despite how I feel and despite how I've been feeling, I will continue to thrive and just continue to give back to the same communities that my God serves, regardless of my ethnicity. Please let me pray.
Don't mind me. Oh, it's asking for you. Sorry. I got a tickle. I'm so sorry.
The nami next to our table is right over there with the apple.
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. So thank you so much. Enjoy.
Big issue nowadays, right? Screens and electronics and phones and tablets and all of that. What's your opinion on that? Ooh, I have lots. Yeah. Here all night and Matthew will be like, this is what I have to say about social media. Social media is a powerful tool when used correctly. It's a very powerful tool because it allows people to connect with others. It allows people to not feel alone in their journeys. And quite frankly, you can learn a lot too, right? So I have TikTok. I learned a lot of stuff on TikTok. Let me tell you that. But the thing about social media for a lot of parents and caregivers is that they're terrified of it. They're terrified of it because they don't know how to use it, they don't know anything about it, and they don't know how their kids are using it, right? If you tell your kid, get off of TikTok, get off of Instagram, that's like telling you to stop using Google. It wouldn't make any sense to you, and it doesn't make any sense to these kids when we just say, don't use it, get off of your phone. It does not make any sense because that is their world. And in fact, that's how a lot of kids engage in play. It's a form of play, right? Play looks different now, and play is a thing that all humans engage in, and when they're kids and even as adults, that is their form of play. It's on the screen. Kids aren't playing outside like they used to do back in the day, but they're playing on their screens. So I encourage parents to actually download the apps on your phone, sit next to your kid, and be like, hey, I'm curious, so what's your favorite social media platform? Oh, it's TikTok? Oh, okay. Let me see what's on your For You page. So number one, know what they're using. Number two, learn some of the lingo too, right? Educate yourself. And then also be present with your kid. This is a form of connection with your kid. Sit next to them on the couch and be like, yeah, let me see what you're looking at. What sort of videos are you going through? Just sit with them as they're scrolling through. What you might notice, because of the algorithms, are certain themes that might pop up. Whoa, interesting, Sally. Keep seeing videos about anxiety. I wonder what's behind them. Oh, Patty, I see lots of videos about eating, about weight. I'm just curious, kind of, what are your thoughts about some of these things, right? So you can learn about your kid's world just by sitting next to them for 10 minutes, looking over their shoulder, and looking to see what sort of content is popping up. 1 out of every 6 teenagers is using TikTok as a search engine. Okay? They are, right? And there's so much misinformation about mental health conditions that are on TikTok and Instagram. So just sit with your kid, understand how it is that they're using it, and that can allow you to start a conversation about their mental health. You can learn a ton about that, and then that can open up the doors for more conversations about ways in which you can support them, resources that they can connect with.
That's interesting. I really going to take your advice because I have a 11-year-old grandson who has a phone, and he pretty much knocks down when you have to take that away or he can't use it.
I know, that's the worst part about it, and that's the tricky part, because kids are using smart devices, iPad and cell phones earlier and earlier, right? And I think the removal of the screens, that's really, really, really tough. That's something that I'm actually going through right now, because I don't use the iPads with my kid and what have you, but their dad does, and so it creates a challenge. But I think that's really, really tough. But especially for our teenagers who are just really using social media to learn more, they're kind of connecting with communities there. I think that's one approach to use, but you're right about removing it from their
Oh
hands.
my goodness, that's another book.
It is.